Because really, I already had decided I was just gonna bake some chicken drumettes. You know, them the small drumettes pieces. All right. So anyway, as I was, like I said, I was, I listened to these videos or whatever while I'm still cooking or whatever. But I know I was checking on the can. So I was gonna leave it out there, and for a second, I need to throw away because I like to throw away like the meat containers outside instead of in the house because they get hot. This ain't no AC, central air. But my can got a real tight top, you know. But uh, anyway, so I look out my camera. I just wanted to see, and so yeah, today all of a sudden it's still standing, right? Last couple of weeks it's falling. Now it's today though it's still standing. But when I did it about 20 minutes, 10 minutes ago, that dude, you probably don't remember, but with that Soul Ass, it's a red Charger, right? Like base model, and he got the chrome stripes, the chrome stuff, the old man type chrome thing on the the door pillars, and he drove by it, right? So I knew anyway. I was just gonna sit down and wait for my stuff to cook, but since they want some more, I'm gonna give them some more. All right, so this one, I should have looked at it earlier, but all right, again, nah, I barely ever watched Piers Morgan, except for maybe when I was watching Fox, in 2020, 2021. But so I barely watch his channel, so I guess again they put this in my recommendations for a reason. But all right, so now I clicked on it and I seen some stuff. I only got up to like 10 minutes.
So far, you said nothing on the merits. It's just been a personal attack, which
Well,
you
you let
want
me
to be
talk,
ashamed
Joe.
of.
I'm very upset right now because Israel has just murdered 300 of my fellow countrymen in Lebanon in an indiscriminate carpet bombing campaign under Israeli
Just stop
bombardment.
firing
And
rockets.
it's
That's what I said. See, I was gonna say something after I cooked, but see that they're not falling for that woke shit no more. Well, maybe we need to come to a. No, he sound like me, that old white dude. Just stop. That's just like what I keep telling you. Stop following me. Stop fucking. Yeah, y'all get mad. But I don't do nothing violent to y'all. Like right now, remember I told you about it. Matter of fact, when I was going in to get my starter, you know what? That day I hadn't even got the stock because I didn't know it was started. I knew deep down it was, but I was trying them YouTube tricks and I replaced them switches. But anyway, and they talk, they're doing the game, So basically, what I'm saying is they're getting mad about, everything rising up for me, you know, and they talk about, yo, we ain't get invited to the party. You ain't invited us to. What the fuck you talking, about, niggas? You wouldn't invite me to your party. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, they get mad because everything, just going up. But I'm going to get my can. But so they're mad. Is like I wouldn't be doing well. Okay, I would still be doing it, but I wouldn't be rubbed it in. You know what I'm saying? And then you see how they get scared? Ain't nobody doing any tight pants wearing ass. So but next time they tell you to come by, don't do it. You won't have to get scared like that. See what I'm saying? Don't they do? That's what I'm just talking about. Just like they would have walked by and start shit just like Hamas deal with somebody. Yeah, he gets scared, and really they weren't waiting on a ride. It's they thought it's witchcraft. It's supposed to be witchcraft. That's the mockery. You see what I'm saying? You saw that live, right? They can't help themselves. All right. So anyway, I was going to get my candy. I told you that's why I came out here anyway. But like I said, today it just magically didn't fall. All right, so anyway, this guy, he sounds like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Stop doing it. I was just saying that. Stop doing stupid shit, and you won't have to shit yourself. I think them boys just shit themselves.
Carpet bombing campaign under Israeli bombardment, and it's
Just stop firing rockets.
See, he's an old white man, and he's not worried no more about being called racist and his family getting canceled. Nobody, yeah, he just, he's like, he ain't hearing that shit, bitch. Yeah. We got 300. Y'all started that shit first. This new war, y'all started it. October last year, y'all started it. Now you don't, like I said, it's like Bugs Bunny. When somebody get at your ass, just like them boys, it was 4 of them and only 1 of me, but they scared they finna get at their ass. Yeah. You won't have to shit you. Don't do it. I don't understand y'all. I keep telling y'all, it's not gangster. You don't have to do everything they tell you to do because you're mad at me. I told you from the beginning. Like I said, go to my very first video in 2018. I think when I first started making videos, I told you I'm gonna make you mad as fuck and I'm gonna fuck you up if you try something. I told you that. I'm an expert and not because I start shit, you started it. I told you I finish it. I don't start shit. I'm the good guy. Seriously, everybody knows that. Go back to ask my neighborhood. Ask everybody that know me. That's what you're mad about. Why you think you can't kill me? See, that's what I'm saying. You spying on me. You seen some stuff probably. I don't start nothing. I leave it at that.
After the 7th of October, we have the right to do whatever we want, and nobody will tell you. Same now with Hezbollah. Children are innocent. Okay. Always. So if you can live in peace, if you can live in peace with.
Officially, Israel denies any involvement in the pager attack, which killed 32
but
people.
But who is that saying stop following right? I gotta watch it to see before I see, whatever.
Killing 2 children, but just about nobody believes that. Those defending Israel says it was an audacious precision strike against Hezbollah terrorists. Critics call it psychological warfare and even an act of terrorism itself. Whichever side you're on, this now looks like an all-out war on a second front for Israel in Lebanon. That at least 274 people have been killed by Israeli strikes on Lebanon, a response to the barrage of rockets aimed at Israel this weekend. Hezbollah says that a battle without limits has begun. In a few minutes, we'll debate all this with our panel. But first, from New York, Israeli ambassador to the UN, Danny Danon, joining me now. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for joining me. Let me ask you first of all about something John Kirby, the U.S. National Security Council spokesperson, said. He said, "We're saying this directly."
Because I think, you know what? I think they edited it like that. I think he was talking to Israel. Yeah, stop firing rockets. He probably was a Democrat. Just stop firing. But I thought, Hezbollah fired rockets too. I don't know. I got to see who he's talking about.
counterparts, we don't believe that escalating this military conflict is in their best interest. He's talking, of course, about potential all-out war with Lebanon. What is your reaction to what Mr. Kirby said?
First, thank you for having me, Pierce. I agree. We don't want to see escalation, but I don't think we see any other solution. For 11 months, we have been so patient.
And then that language, in your best interest. I never really heard that until recent. Again, it's like that it's that Democrat adults, professional. We're the professionals, we're the adults. You're not trying. That sounds to me like a thinly veiled threat in your best interest. That don't sound. It sound. Remember, I told you, it sounds similar. It sounds like it's benign. It sounds like a mob boss or something. It's not in. It'd be in your best interest to not miss any of those protection payments. Every Friday, you owe us $200 every Friday. Or Fat Tony's gonna have to pay you a visit. It would be in your best interest to make those payments. I'm just, it just, the black people started using those words like, "Why are you a Republican?" They asked me that. He's like, "You think the Republicans have your best interest?" What the fuck are you talking about? No, that's what I ain't say it like that, but I'm like, what are you talking about? It's about 4 years. Yeah, this is probably for the election, maybe. 2018, 2019 or whatever. I'm like, if we got a strong country, that's in my best interest. Not just because I'm ex-military, is everybody's best interest. Not tear it apart with this racism lab. I don't know. They knew I wasn't going to join. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do. But anyway.
For diplomacy to bring results, and what we saw is only rockets and missiles. More than 240 Israelis were killed. And we have to remind the viewers, it all started on October 8th when we were under attack from the south, from Hamas, and Hezbollah wanted to show solidarity, and that's why they're sending those rockets and missiles. So I think the time is now to push back Hezbollah from the fence, and it will be done either with diplomacy, which is not working, unfortunately, or with sending a clear message to...
That's what I'm saying. They tried. That's why I said this is like what they doing to Trump, what they doing to us, what they did to me. They want you to take it, and then you got to have diplomacy. And they do that to everybody. They do that to males, especially young white males, but all males, black males too. You got to take everybody's shit to females, and you got to be the diplomatic. That's the gaslighting. They're trying to drive you crazy. You got to take it. But it's backfiring. Everybody's fighting back.
Bala, stop it. We don't want to see full war. We don't want to see escalation. But we are determined to allow the Israelis who fled their homes to come back to their communities.
I mean, in the last few days, we've seen over 30 people killed by the...
Well, then they don't start shit, and you won't see 30 people killed. I don't understand you people's logic. It's like I said. Remember, I told you the simplest analogy for y'all, or parable, is the parable of the duck. I'm not being blasphemous. I don't think so. I hope not. The parable of the duck. He would punch somebody with his fistus and immediately place his glasses on his face and then bust a big smile. Remember that Daffy Duck? Was that Bugs Bunny? He punched him in the face and throw his glasses on. So you couldn't hit him, because back then it was supposed to be, you don't hit a guy with glasses back in the day. That's what y'all do. That's what Hamas, they kill your people, then hide behind little kids. They throw little kids in front of their faces, or they have little kids and women.
Exploding pages and walkie-talkies and other devices. There is a raging debate, as you know, about the legality of that because of the proximity to many of the exploding devices of civilians. Booby traps, if they target areas or people which have civilians around them, even if the initial target is deemed to be a military combatant, a booby trap in that scenario would be deemed illegal. Are you confident what Israel did.
Why is it
exploding all
illegal?
those devices, which wasn't.
I mean, I know the genetic. Well, I don't remember it like that. It's been decades, but that's why I say we all got. That's what I was just talking about. Look, you heard it slam the door, because I went and got. I guess I punked out her white boys, and not. I guess I did. What I'm saying, I guess this is because what I did to them just now. All right, we gotta follow the rules, or we go to prison, right? As an American soldier, or sailor, or Marine, or airman. But everybody else get to do whatever they want. Like I said, they get thrown their glasses. They get to smack us or punch us in the face, and then they can turn around and throw on their glasses.
Extraordinary from an operational point of view, extraordinary success, but it did include the deaths of a number of civilians, including children. Are you confident that what you did there was legal?
So we are not commenting about this specific attack, but I will tell you that when you look at what we are doing, we are targeting terrorists, period. We use advanced technology to attack those who are involved with terror. Sometimes when they hide behind civilians or they function in civilian areas, you have casualties, but we try to minimize them and according to international law. But that's a hypocrisy, because what you have just brought up, I heard it at the UN also in the last few days. But where were all those experts when we had hundreds of rockets and missiles that were targeting Israelis? I want to remind you that there was children playing soccer. So, we're doing the opposite. We don't intend to attack civilians. And if it happens, we regret that. But our intention is to kill the terrorists. And I think we are...
Who hide amongst civilians. I mean, that's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to... You gonna hide, just like how you say, can't bring that shit to your mama house, For the youngsters who might not understand, you out in the streets, you into some shit with a rival gang or whatever. There might not even be a whole gang. Y'all just got different blocks. Can't bring that shit to you. You gotta go stay at auntie house across town that nobody know. Till the heat die down, or maybe never come back. You got to go down to Atlanta to your auntie house in Atlanta or something. She got to send you down south. Cause them boys in Baltimore is finna kill your ass. And not only that, your little sister might have got caught in the crossfire or anything. You got to go. That was said. The Hezbollah, the Muslims, the Hamas, the extremists ain't got no honor or something.
That we are capable of using the technology to kill the bad guys. Exactly like the attack we killed Akil, a notorious terrorist who was in charge of the killing of more than 200 American soldiers. So yes, it was in a place where you had maybe civilians in the area, but it was a precise missile that got exactly to the place where those terrorists were plotting another attack against Israel.
I mean, Volker Turk, who's the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, told an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council on Friday, and I'm quoting him directly, weaponizing ordinary communication devices represents a new development in warfare. Targeting thousands of Lebanese people using pagers, two-way radios, and electronic equipment without their knowledge is a violation of international human rights law. So you have there the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights directly saying...
And everybody believes the UN should be disbanded in a whole, much less United States don't be a part of that crap, because really it's just New World Order, has nothing to do with that. And that's why I said they're on the side, because like I told, that just proves to me the whole thing. Even Hezbollah, they like fake Muslims. They're just doing Black Lives Matter, but they were able to take it to another level because it is not the United States. But that's the only difference. The fake, trying to so they can get the sympathy and but nobody's falling for it. And the UN, everybody's done with the UN. Everybody's like, no, don't we over here? We're not. No. Now that we know what it is, back in my day, as a kid, a teenager in the army, even if I would have got sent over, whatever, but you don't know what the fuck they are, but now we do. or either they've been taken over. But either way, it seems like they're not needed. So of course they go, this is you're supposed to just take whatever, that's communist stuff. That's the communists, oh, you got more than they do, so they should be able to take everything, do whatever they want to you, because you got more money, and we're gonna help them, and we're gonna take your money, and we're gonna enslave them too. That's the thing. We're gonna put all y'all in slavery, but these dummies helped us.
Saying that what happened is a war crime.
Well, I sat next to him last Friday, and I was shocked, because for him, when Jews are being killed, that's okay. It's legitimate for Hezbollah.
See, I just said that. I hadn't watched this. Exactly that's what I said. Everybody around the globe is supposed to. If you got more or something, yeah, you supposed to take it. They can do whatever they want, because you whatever reasons, God bless you more, or whatever in your head. But the bottom line is, you should be able to take somebody's shit. Nope.
For 11 months to attack us, to send rockets to a civilian population. But when we actually take measures against terrorists, all of a sudden he speaks about human rights. Pierce, the days when Jews were massacred without consequences are over now. We are fed up. Enough. Now we are protecting ourselves. After what happened to us on October 7th and the brutality of the attacks from Hezbollah, we will not sit idly by and wait for human rights experts of the UN to tell us what we can do or what we cannot do. We are defending ourselves, period. The attack on October 7th was unprovoked. The attacks of Hezbollah against us, there was no provocation from our side. And I think the pressure should be on the Lebanese government to take action now against Hezbollah and to reach some kind of agreement that will push them back from our border.
It's been reported that 274 people, I think, so far, and that total has been rising fast in the last few hours, have been killed today alone from Israeli airstrikes into Lebanon. That's a lot of people. Are you confident again that these are all Hezbollah terrorists, or could there be a large number of civilians who've been killed in this series of airstrikes?
We are targeting terrorists. We have good intelligence. But let me be clear. If somebody today in Lebanon is watching our show now, and he knows that he had a rocket launcher in his basement, he should take his belongings.
Get rid of it. Exactly. And his family. If you can't get rid of it because, they forcing you, like in the hood, you got to hold this dope for me. No, man, my mama gonna kill. Look, nigga, you ain't got no choice. Just hide this shit. And the gun. I don't know. You gotta tell your mama, get the fuck up out of there. Hey, look, mama, but whatever. She, or you just gotta take it, But what nobody wants to say, you got that rocket in your basement. You are part of the gang, even though you're not even front line. I ain't even talking about military stuff for real. It's the same, You Hamas now, right? So yeah, you got the fact what nobody want to admit, they like that shit. Yeah, they could tell their people, because but that's another thing. Why do you think they got so much intel? Motherfuckers running their mouths, pillow talk, getting pussy, all that shit. Yeah, I got it. I'm holding the rockets. Yeah, I'm holding. I'm telling you, same shit. It might not be the same language, the same slang, but it's the same shit. So yeah, like he just told him, yeah, you got that shit in your house, you need to get rid of it or leave your house, because more than likely you gotta, it's gonna be hard to get rid of. So well, he can't flee. Look, y'all got it. We not gonna play this game. You ain't gonna hide behind human shields. Exactly. Y'all not finna help them hide behind human shields.
Move to the north. You shouldn't stay next to the rocket launcher, because we will attack those launchers. So in many places
in the story
that Hezbollah is placing their ammunition next to civilians, or even inside the homes of civilians, we encourage those civilians not to stay there. We are not targeting civilians.
And so, yeah, the blood is on the hands of the people who placed, who first the guy who made the order to hide the munitions and rockets and all that, whatever they all next to civilians. There's like, yeah, they hide something in my house or hers or whatever, or either way, the whole. It don't matter which one you had them in. You had them in one of these, that mean the whole thing done. And more than likely, like I said, everybody know. Everybody know where it is. They all know. So if you stay there, whatever they saying gonna take this whole thing out. And like I said, the blood is on the person who hid it there, the coward military commander, whether he's a guerrilla or official military person like Israel, the IDF, or American Army, then he is the one who made that call. When them people die, that's on his soul. It's not just military man-made laws. That's what God love. I'm trying to tell you, that's what God love.
We are targeting military targets of Hezbollah, but as we all know, they are hiding them next to UN facilities, next to schools, next to hospitals. They know that it will be harder for us, but we are committed to neutralize the threat of Hezbollah, and we will do it according to international law.
Ben told y'all that.
We have to realize that the civilians, if they have the chance, they should move away from this region.
The weekend saw Israeli forces raiding the offices of the news broadcaster Al Jazeera in Ramallah and ordering it to close for an initial period of 45 days. This follows the fact that for the last year, it's been almost impossible for foreign journalists to get into Gaza. The IDF have stopped them doing that.
The one thing I'll never do is purchase real estate outside of an IRA, and here's why.
Why is Israel so keen to stop media reporting on what is happening?
So we are not stopping the media from reporting. You know, I want to remind you that Gaza had a very long border.
We stopping y'all from going in there and becoming fucking more hostages, dumb more human shields. And actually, I ain't let him finish. I'm gonna let him see what he say. But from my experience watching movies, you gonna take your high dollar value ass in there as a reporter from the West or wherever they call it, or America or whatever. And now they got more leverage. We got this and that. It's like, nah, B, you're not going over there.
With Egypt for all over the years, and I never heard anyone from the media complaining in Cairo why we cannot go enter Gaza from Egypt. They always come to us. Maybe it's easier for them to come to Tel Aviv.
Oh shit, I didn't even think of that. That's another thing. Why yo? Because we always say that. No, why you come to me? That nigga owe you. You always coming to me. You must think I'm weak or something, nigga. No, you go ask. Yeah, you ain't ask him. You gon' you da. You gonna try to come this way. Nah, B. You go. Yeah, you getting no ass here. Go back the other way. That's what Israel felt. Yeah, they said it. Nah, you can go the other way.
Go to Cairo. But now Gaza is a war zone. We are fighting in Gaza, and we allow media to come in when they coordinate it with the military, when we know that we can protect them. We don't want them to be traveling all over. Then God forbid somebody will be hurt, and you can imagine the headlines if somebody...
Exactly. This is like y'all try to say that in the hood. You got to check in, right? Yeah, you got to check in. That's what y'all say. Y'all understand it now perfectly, right? You got to check in so you understand. They get killed on your watch, and you the big dog in the hood. Whatever, you Chicago, whatever. Now everybody mad at you. Not just the police and the black activists, the gangs, everybody, both of the rival, all of them. Everybody mad at you. Nah, nigga, that's your fault. Why you let him just go through? But
Yeah, it will be God forbid will be killed.
Well, yeah, but the point is, Ambassador, that these journalists, they're foreign correspondents. I know many of them myself. They're extremely experienced. They've covered many war zones.
They covered war zones where they were fighting. They Rambo journalists now. I don't care how experienced they is. He tried to tell you this ain't it. This ain't what you want. You ain't that like he said. Like most people know, this is Hezbollah. Like Cat Williams said, these motherfuckers known for chopping your head off on TV. Right? You talking about we got as many war zones. Yeah, but you no. Come on, Pierce. That's stupid.
Perfectly prepared to take that risk to their own lives to report what's
And that's
happening.
that's bullshit. Yeah, they're prepared to take that risk. But like he said, everybody else, you know damn well, not just this like the people. This sound like the people at the height of Black Lives Matter, right? The ones who wouldn't cooperate, they get pulled over, start fighting, and get shot. They did it on purpose, but whatever. So yeah, they knew the risk, but it didn't. What did they do? They blew it up. They blew it. Oh, see, racist. That they said no, you're not finna do that shit. It ain't so really. It's like Pierce. That's why I don't watch Pierce. It's like, see what I'm saying? You trying that bullshit? It's like no. There's no way you can justify sending them in there. And we don't even have to go over there. I don't even think you got to be ex-military or in the military to know what he's talking about. Like, no, because y'all gonna blow it up, and one of them get caught. And the first thing you gonna hear out of everybody's mouth is this and that. You're already on the side of Hezbollah, so it's like no.
There, but it's the fact that Israel has gone to such strenuous lengths to stop international journalists covering the war.
He just explained to you why they went to such lengths. I told you that. No, I ain't talking about the Israel. You all ever heard that? Say you don't die, or the person you told don't go somewhere, don't go fuck with that bitch in her neighborhood. What did you say? I told you not to go there. I told you. I told you.
On the ground in Gaza has led many people to believe that the reason you don't want them there is that you don't want them to see what's really going on.
Nobody believes that. Only the liars believe that. Yeah, she keep coming. Nobody fucking believes that, right? Nobody believes that. Only the propaganda, the liars, communists keep putting that out. The chaos. Everybody knows we don't have to know what's going on. They know why they don't want nobody going there. Hold on, let me I smell this chicken. Let me make sure ain't nothing burning. turn that off. That shit burn.
So my response to you would be, well, if you're comfortable about letting journalists go in, let them in. Let them do their jobs and let people on the outside see what's really happening and make their
They
own
like
minds up.
keeps it. This ain't, a regular war. And I just don't believe it. That they're just trying to hide. What you're trying to hide is not. No, y'all think y'all funny. I think everybody's listening to me. I don't care what you say. Trying to be funny. Damn well, as soon as they go in, about a day later, they done kidnapped or killed, on video getting beheaded. Then you gonna say, see, you need to stop. All this is your fault for killing all them, Muslims or whatever.
First, let's be realistic and honest about it. Everybody knows exactly what's happening in Gaza. All the major networks, they have locals that are reporting every day from Gaza, and they send the material to all the networks. Yes, I'm sure there are some reporters who want to go by themselves, but today we are not in a position of allowing reporters and officials, even President Abbas said he wants to go to Gaza. We are not starting to coordinate visits of groups into Gaza today. We are fighting terrorists. We are moving ahead. We are close of achieving the goals of the war.
Why have you shut down Al Jazeera's studio in Ramallah on the West Bank? That's not in Gaza. So why have you shut that down?
So we gathered the intelligence about the incitement, and now there will be an evaluation period of 45 days to see what actually happened there. There will be an inquiry. But once we gathered enough intelligence, and our legal experts told us, yes, there is a base for incitement, we decided that during time of war, we should not allow that incitement to continue.
But with all respect, Ambassador, what gives Israel the right to do that? It's the West Bank. This is not in the middle of Israel. What gives you the right to decide whether Al Jazeera operates from Ramallah or not?
So according to international law, we have standing there. Even those who are against us can agree that it's a disputed area. And when we are fighting terrorists, and today Iran trying to flood Judea and Samaria with explosives and weapons, so if you have somebody...
What's it called? An unconventional war? You're fighting terrorists. Like they said, guerrilla warfare in the jungle.
He was promoting terror and attacks against Jews. I don't think we should sit and wait to see what happened. We did it maybe before October 7th, but not anymore. Now when we see a threat, we will take the right measures to protect ourselves.
Some would say that when you say that Al Jazeera is inciting, that actually what is really happening is they are reporting uncomfortable information for Israel.
Again, that sounds like BLM. Yeah, everything is, they keep that same tactic. That's all they got. You trying to, like with BLM, nobody's killing us, man. Nobody killing you, nigga. You was fighting, you scared you got caught. One, you stupid and got caught. Two, you was scared to go to city jail or back to prison. So you had no business out there. Ain't nobody, trying to hide anything. But you're trying to, like I said, you're trying to get a cushion of protection where you can do whatever you want, and everybody else just got to take it. And it's not gangster. You're not even doing it like I said. You're not just. It's like no, like I said, smart. Everybody's like no. Everybody done caught on. They don't care what is at this point. With everything Piers is saying, is like useless. You just, it's just useless. You might as well just shut that shit down, Piers. You thought you was being a unbiased reporter, but you really just showed that you part of the system, the New World Order. But anyway, I gotta go fix this shit.